Hey y'all, it's Kiki here. I am I am now making another appearance. I'm so grateful that you all have stuck beside me. I'm thankful for all my subscribers, for everybody that stuck with me. I am here with another 30-day journey. It has been, I think, almost 2 years since I uploaded a video. But I got injured in 2020. You know, the pandemic happened and I got injured. I had a personal trainer. I hurt my knee. It took like 8 months for my knee to get back right. So I was struggling with weight and stuff like that. And I ended up gaining weight. Oh my God. I ended up gaining right at 15 pounds or more. And I was so frustrated because I couldn't really do very much. I still can't jog like I used to, but I use the elliptical and things like that. So I just kind of fell off, but now I'm getting back on track. And I wanted to talk to y'all about semaglutide or Ozempic or whatever y'all are taking. I actually started doing this year, and I wanted to make sure to make a video about it because I hit my 6-month mark. I know that I wanted to do every 30 days, but I was having some ups and downs with it. So I wanted to do a full 6 months. And I am officially 20 pounds lighter from when I started. I started in June and I'm 20 pounds lighter now. Thank you, Jesus. I'm so excited about losing weight. But I wanted to tell you guys about what it's like on Ozempic for me, and how I fared with Ozempic and how I ended up losing the 20 pounds. Because at first it was I guess it was so much easier because I had not, what am I trying to say? It was easier because I had not been on the medication before. So we'll say it like that. I had not been on the medication before. So I think the initial dose kind of shocked my system, and I was able to really see how fast this medication can work. So I'm going to talk to y'all about how it worked for me. All right, so I wrote some stuff down. Month number 1, y'all, I ended up losing 9 pounds the first month. I was like, what? Now, they gave me the Ozempic. I take it at this weight loss place called Achieve Medical Weight Loss in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So I take that, and I was taking phenamine, whatever you want to call it, Adipex, whatever you want to call it. They were saying that we can do both. So I was taking it along with the phenamine, and I think that's why when I was taking it with the phenamine, I was able to lose the 9 pounds. And I didn't really have to do a whole lot of exercising, but as y'all know, I'm going to work out after this video. I still worked out some what I could do, and working at night and stuff, but it cuts off your hunger. I mean, it took a lot. I would go in spells where I would get hungry, and I would just have to eat within those little things, those little windows, because if not, you are not going to, you'll end up not eating. And that ended up becoming a problem for me later on. I was eating very little, and so it was causing my metabolism to slow down a lot more, and I was struggling with weight loss right around the 4th, 5th month. So all right, so the first month I was on 0.25 milligrams, so 0.25 milligrams, and the phenamine. I could only take a half of the phenamine because it bothers my eyes, because I have eye disease, so it bothers my eyes too much. And so I ended up having to kind of go off of the phenamine for a little bit until my eye drops and stuff took the pressure down in my eyes, because the phenamine was causing too many problems. All right, and so then I had no vomiting or anything like that the first 2 months. I remember they would give me the shot, and I mean, you could barely even feel the needle, if you guys are wondering about that. They gave me the shot. Once I took the shot, say I take it at 3 o'clock, I would feel a little uneasiness maybe 10 or 11 o'clock at night. It wouldn't be vomiting or anything, but I could tell if I had eaten way too much. Like for me, even eating a salad, because salad has all of those, you know, you got lettuce, you got carrots, you got, you know, almonds, or, you know, whatever you put in your salad, tomatoes, cucumbers, all that stuff, it would be like sitting in my chest. Like it felt like I had eaten way too much. And then I found out it's because, like, say this is your stomach, and all this movement is supposed to happen to move food from your stomach downward, right? And what this shot does, it slows down that movement of emptying your stomach. So it makes stuff sit in your stomach for a longer period of time, so you stay full. But Lord have mercy, they don't tell you how much, you know, if you eat too much, it stays there. Like I would have to sit at an incline when I was in bed, or sleep at an incline and stuff like that, because it would be way too much. So if you get on it, it's your first time, govern yourself accordingly. I was eating like Happy Meals, or going to McDonald's, and I just get like a small fry and a small chicken sandwich, and that's it. And literally it would take effort to eat it. So I lost 9 pounds the first month. Second month, I wasn't on the phenamine anymore, so I only lost about 3 pounds with that, and which is still fine. Long as I was moving down on the scale, I wasn't like tripping, because I knew the first month was my introductory phase. Month number 2, I lost like 3 pounds. I wasn't on phenamine or anything like that, because we were getting the pressure down in my eyes, and I did good with that. I went on a cruise that month and everything, and I still had no problems on the cruise. I really could not eat that much, but you know, I made sure that I skipped a week that I was going on the cruise, because I didn't want to run a risk of getting sick on the cruise. So I did skip 1 week in that month. I skipped because I didn't want to get sick on the cruise, and we were going to be on the boat and the movement, and so I just didn't want to risk it. So I missed one shot, but that was still fine. I lost 3 pounds. So I was on 0.5 in month number 2. All right. And then number 3, month 3, I lost about 3 more pounds, and I was on 1 milligram. Now I went from 0.25 to 0.5 milligrams the second month. And then now that in the third month, they bump you up, because they start you on the low and then they bump you up month by month. So I got up to 0.5 to 1 the third month. I threw up the first day, and I have not thrown up anymore. It's been 6 months. I haven't thrown up anymore. I threw up the first day. I had to go to work. I took the shot, drove to work, and by like about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I had not eaten anything, and I ended up taking a break, and just out of nowhere, I got nauseous. Like, it wasn't like a queasiness in my stomach or anything. It just, I went from feeling good to just throwing up. And then I felt better. So that was the first and only time that I literally actually produced vomit. But after that, no more problems. That month I lost like 3 pounds too. And then, you know, September I had surgery. So I had to skip September. Now, let me tell you, if you guys don't know, if you take Ozempic or, you know, semaglutide or Mounjaro or anything, I'm not a doctor. So all of this that I'm giving you is just information that worked for me, okay? But I was told, if you're on semaglutide or Ozempic or anything and you have to have surgery, you have to go off of the semaglutide for at least 2 weeks to a month, because if not, you can choke on, like, whatever's in your stomach doesn't necessarily go down like normal. So you can end up choking when they put you under, and it can go into your lungs, and you can die. So you can get aspiration pneumonia. It's called aspiration, where it's almost like you inhale your own vomit, or your contents in your stomach goes into your lungs. So you could get aspiration pneumonia, you could die because of this particular situation. So when I had to have my surgery in September, the last shot, had my surgery towards the end of September. I took my last shot at the very beginning of September, and then I didn't take it anymore until October. Okay, so don't play around with it. If you are going to have surgery, make sure your doctor knows that you're on Ozempic or semaglutide or Mounjaro, Wegovy, whatever you're on. Make sure that you let them know and make sure you go off. Now, also, you know how they have you, what is it? From midnight to 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever, you know, you have to be nothing by mouth the day before surgery or whatever. For me, I did full liquids. I ate no solid food at all the day of, you know, the day before surgery. So I had to have surgery like on the 20th or something. I took no solids at all. I just drank like a smoothie or something that was easily digestible because I didn't want any food in my stomach. I did it for the whole 24 hours. I didn't do the little 12-hour window or the 8-hour window, because remember, your stomach, the food going down in your stomach is not happening the same with these shots. So you could still have a lot of food still in your belly 8 hours later that you could choke on when they put you to sleep. So do not play about that. That's for real, okay? So then when I went back in October, I was very, very scared that I was going to have gained some weight. And I did fluctuate up and down, but by the time I went back in October, I had lost 1 pound. So that's still good. I didn't lose a lot, but I lost 1 pound. I lost 1 pound at least. And so that was good. And then between October and November, it's time for the next shot. I had only lost like another pound, stuff like that. So I really was fluctuating a lot because my hormones were shifting. I had been off of the medicine for like a month and stuff like that. So I had some hormone fluctuations from the surgery that I had. And so it was kind of throwing me off workout wise. Then I couldn't truly exercise for like 6 weeks. I couldn't do anything but walk for like 6 weeks. And that's like walking a little bit. So now that I've gotten the ability to actually exercise like I want, it's been, you know, 3 months and stuff like that, I feel better. I went back for my 6-month shot. This should be 5 months that I've been on it actually. I should count it as 5 months. So we'll say 5 months. I actually lost 5 pounds, but I had to really be mindful of this last month. I had to really be mindful, even with Thanksgiving and stuff like that. I worked out. I used like a sauna suit. I took my vitamins, I get on the elliptical, I walk, I do something, and I ended up losing 5 pounds. So that is great because they bumped me up from 1 milligram. These last 2 months, they bumped me up from 1 milligram to 1.75 milligrams. I think the highest you can go is like 2.4 milligrams, but my goal is to not go up. I don't want to go all the way to the highest level, to the 2.4, and then there's nowhere to go from there. So for the first, once they put me on the 1 milligram, I stayed on that 1 milligram for like 2 months or something like that. And then they bumped me up to 1.75. So I did that these last few months. This month, I got the 1.75 again. So I'm still on those shots. You take 1 shot a week. Either they'll give it to you, or like the place that I go, I can bring the shots home with me, and you refrigerate them, and they come just like a little, you know, a little syringe, and you give yourself a shot. I shoot mine in my belly. I've heard some people say that when they give themselves a shot in their belly, that it creates more nausea for them. Actually, it does the opposite for me. I don't have any problems with that. But those are the things you take some home with you. If your doctor prescribes them, then they give you the little pen. With where I go, at first when we started out, I would have to go there every week and get a shot. But now they let us bring them home, which is perfect because you ain't got to be going in a clinic every single week. Let me tell you some side effects. I did get back on Phenomine now that the pressure in my eyes is so much better. It took me like 2 months to kind of get back on track with that. So I just take a Phenomine tablet. I don't even take a whole a whole one. Sometimes I don't even take a half one. I take like a quarter of a pill. You know, I sometimes just take it and just bite a little piece of it, and just to give me the energy and just to give me the go ahead to, you know, keep going. So I do take the Phenomine with the shot to kind of give me that energy that I need. My appetite is already suppressed by a lot. And then I was having problems losing. I was doing like for like 2 months or so, I was only losing like 1 pound like that. But I found out that I wasn't eating enough, and I told her I'm just not hungry. One day I literally had a cup of coffee. I had, oh my God, I think a smoothie, and it was like all day. And so she told me absolutely not. I needed more protein. And so I just bought some protein shakes. So if you are like one of those people that do not have an appetite with the semaglutide, if you get on it, get some of those, like, you know, protein shakes. I think mine are called Premier Protein or something like that. Get them from Walmart or whatever. I get those and I drink them. And they're just like my meal replacement, but I'm at least giving my body something to use for energy, okay? I do go through seasons where I am very, very, very tired. And I know that a lot of that comes from the fact that I have lowered sugar levels, because a lot of times I will not have eaten. So I go through those episodes where like I want something sweet, and I know that it's because my sugar's probably dipped down a little low, or I get really, really, really tired and like nothing will shake it. I end up going, eat me something, give me just a little something, some grapes, something, and it kind of pumps me back up. Okay, so that's one thing that I experienced. Another thing, constipation. Get you some juice, water, Miralax, Docalac, whatever you have to take to keep yourself. Colace, I think, helps. Docalax, Miralax, whatever you can do, because all that movement is slowed down, you can really, really get constipated. And I struggled with that. It was terrible. I would go all like 4 or 5 days and then think about, like, why am I feeling so weird in my stomach? My stomach is so hard. It's because I had not gone to the bathroom. So make sure that you are taking what you need to take to go to poop, okay? Also, dry mouth. They don't even have this listed. When I looked up side effects of it, they don't even have it listed that you can have such dry mouth. But oh my gosh. So dry mouth makes you drink more, so that, you know, solves your water problem. But I'm serious, like the dry mouth is serious. So I bought some biotin. I had to buy me some biotin to help me, you know, with my mouth dryness, because you don't want your teeth to decay and all that stuff because of that. So make sure you keep your mouth really moist. You know, chew some sugar-free gum or whatever you do to keep your mouth moist. They got spray now that like tastes like mint and stuff to keep your breath fresh, and mouthwash, toothpaste. They got all kinds of stuff, but for dry mouth now. So make sure you keep yourself comfortable with that, because if not, it can be very, very, like your lips will crack, all kinds of stuff. Okay. Another thing, food aversions. Dude, let me tell you, I cannot eat certain things that I used to eat. I cannot stand like things that are packaged almost. Like I can eat sliced ham, but for Thanksgiving we cooked like a whole ham. I cooked the whole ham. It tasted like somebody just poured salt on top of it. It's almost like the saltiness, like sensor in my mouth is turned up to like 1,000. I went to the movies with my husband one time. I ate a hot dog. I literally gave him the rest of the hot dog, because it tastes like just pure meat and sauce. And salt. So that was a surprise to me. And when I talked to the doctor there, the nurse practitioner, she was like, yeah, a lot of people have been saying that. I never experienced that before. The lady made some popcorn. I was like, who made this popcorn? It is so, because I didn't know the salt thing was happening. I'm just thinking that they overly salted the popcorn. So So the lady made me a whole new batch of popcorn with no salt on it. Stuff like that. I was surprised. And then I love kielbasa sausage with like eggs or rice or something. I couldn't eat it. It tastes like pure salt. I made a crab boil, and I used to make crab boils consistently. Now I could not even eat the crab boil. I had to throw the seafood away because I guess I put too much of the Old Bay seasoning. Like the salt situation for me is a no-go. It is way too salty, some stuff. And I'll ask my husband, is it me? Does it taste really salty to you? And he's like, no, it's all right. So be mindful of certain food aversions that you might have. Now eggs. I got an omelet from IHOP one time, and literally I just cut a little piece because I couldn't eat that much anyway. I cut a little piece of it and ate it. It tastes like I could taste the sulfur every time I burp. Like I could taste it in my mouth. Scrambled eggs, one time I had that. I could taste that, boiled egg, all that stuff. I had deviled eggs for this past Christmas when I cooked for my family. I had deviled eggs and I didn't have a problem with that, but it definitely has changed my taste buds. I don't eat as many sweets as I used to. Some, like I might eat a handful of like little candies or something, like maybe about 4 or 5, and I'm good. Like I don't have a strong desire to eat like a bunch of, you know, sweets. I go through like ebbs and flows with it. A little bit here, a little bit there. But most of the time, I can just eat enough of it and then I'm done with it. Okay? But you would definitely have a change in appetite if you're like me. For me, I had a major change in appetite. But like I said, I'm not a doctor. Okay? So whatever your experience is, that's your experience. So I wanted to make sure to share this with you all. Some people on this support, I shouldn't say support group, this Facebook group that I'm on, they said that they can't drink coffee anymore. Some people cannot drink anymore. It has made them completely sober. So in the side effects thing, when you read on it, it doesn't list all the, like the dry mouth. It doesn't list the changes in your taste buds, the food, you know, aversions and stuff like that. It doesn't list that when I looked it up. But these are things that, you know, I've definitely been experiencing. And then the doctor, the nurse practitioner was saying that some people can't drink anymore. So I don't drink, so it doesn't bother me, you know, that side of it. So that's something that I really wanted you all to be mindful about. If you're drinking though, if you're like a heavy drinker, or if you know, drink like hard alcohol or wine and stuff like that, you may have to stop because it can create pancreatitis, like inflammation of your pancreas, and that can create a lot of pain, and then you got to go off of the meds altogether. So that's been my little few minutes of giving y'all like my little journey, my 5-month journey. I'll call it 5 months because I did skip a month. So 5-month journey on Ozempic, and we shall see. I'm 20 pounds down, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm 20 pounds down, and I'm happy about it. And I'm hoping that everything like continues to work out. I can see a difference in my face. I don't have Ozempic face, maybe because it's taken me so long to lose the weight. I'm not losing it really fast, so I'm not experiencing the Ozempic face or whatever they call it. I'm not experiencing it in that way. So the slower and steadier, the better. I'm assuming, because a lot of people have gotten on and they are like dropping weight. Like this one guy lost like 18 pounds in like 2 months. That has not been my experience. Some people lose a lot of weight, but I was also told that if you don't have a whole lot of weight to lose, then you will typically lose it slower. And let me see if I can push this back. Like for me, I don't have a whole lot of weight to lose. I have some, you know, weight to lose, but I don't have a whole lot of weight to lose. So it's taking, let me move this chair. It's taking me a little bit of time to get it off, right? So like, you know, you get your back done, and let's see, this is just my workout stuff. And so I still got like, you know, little areas that I want, you know, to get worked on. So I am losing, but it's coming off kind of slow, but that's okay. I'm okay with the progress. I'm okay with the process too. You know, I have not had any really bad experiences, so I'm grateful for that. That has been one concern of mine. I did not want to be sickly. I didn't want to have surgery and then gain all this weight back. I have not had that. So, all right. So I'm grateful to be back. This has been my little few minutes to give you guys a rundown of what my semaglutide journey has been. And I'm hoping that you all try it out in 2024. If it works for you, keep me posted. I'm excited about my journey, and I'm trying to get back down to where I was. I want to be probably in the 150s, something like that. So then when I wean myself off, I don't have to gain all that weight back. All right, I will talk to you later. Love ya. Bye.